Welcome back to the Blue Horizon. This is round number 5. William Hammer Jones in the black trunks. He is now it's evident he is putting his undefeated 19-0 record on the line against the underdog Eric Holland, who is 6 wins shy of the 500 mark at 8-14-3 with no knockouts. You would think Boogaloo Watts in the corner of Hammer Jones figured this is a pretty safe opponent for his Hammer. Hammer Jones. But right now it's anybody's fight going into the 5th. Holland starts the 5th, smothering Jones, not allowing him to open up, get any breathing room, any punching room. Eric Holland's last fight won by disqualification over Jorge Nina in the 7th round. But before that, you got to go back to May of '90 when he decisioned Mike Brown in 8 rounds, and he's only had only 1 win in the last couple of years, and that was a biggie against the former champion Buster Drayton.
But he's not a fighter who gets upset at a loss. I mean, we all want to win, but he realizes the game, and he says, I've taken a lot of fights in the other man's hometown, and I learned how to fight in doing that. So early in his career, he learned how to fight, went on the road, didn't have a hometown to fight in, learned how to fight, and now he says he just gets ripped off. Oh, some big overhand rights. That has been the meal ticket all night for Holland.
Well, Holland's in his hometown tonight.
And Jones complaining to the referee about the top of the head of Holland.
Jones did not have an extensive amateur career, 19 fights, won 17 of those, but also showed the power in the amateur ranks, knocking out 14. He's had a couple of close calls, and right now he's taking this fight into the trenches with a guy who has never been down and stopped only once in 25 fights. But the Hammer now digging into the body of Eric Holland, having some success here in the 5th.
Well, he got the name Hammer from working out in Joe Frazier's gym. Just tough, boring sparring matches. He knows what it's like to be hit. He knows what it's like to be punched at and to punch back. He wants to war.
Round. William the Hammer Jones in the black trunks and Eric Holland in the blue. William Jones has gone 6 rounds once, a win over Mike Brown. He's gone 8 rounds once, Reggie Little for a victory. That's his 2 longest fights before this one tonight.
But both of those decision wins for him were against fighters who were runners. This is a fighter who has been on the inside and really just taken everything away from Jones. You know, I talked a little bit earlier about the gyms here in Philadelphia, about how these fighters work out so hard and so tough in the gym. It's in the gym, it's every day you work out, you kill yourself. Well, what may have happened is he may be leaving his fight in the gym. You're supposed to train down those last few days. Good combination again by Holland.
And you figure these are 2 Philadelphia fighters. Hammer Jones didn't step in the ring against Eric Holland just saying, hey, this guy's 8-14-3. He knew what kind of fighter he's getting into tonight. So why did Boogaloo Watts put his man in against an Eric Holland tonight, other than, you know, figuring he was going to beat him?
The bottom line, Al, is you think he can win. There was some, now if they go back over, well, we still don't know who's ahead in this fight. My unofficial scorecard has Holland comfortably ahead. But you look at the fighters and you say, hey, my man can beat him. But you don't put him up against a fighter like Eric Holland.
You said you have Holland's comfortably in front?
Yes.
Okay. I want to let Holland know about that. This is the 6th round, and we have 1 minute to go. And to this point, William Jones has been unable to demonstrate the hammer. Actually, this fight we should be calling him Eric the Hammer Holland.
Well, Jones has the hammer in the toolbox.
40 seconds on the nose, and Eric Holland has strategically fought a very correct fight against Jones. He has frustrated him now. He has tired him out, and there's a question of what does Jones even have left.
In this match, William Big left hook by Jones. William Jones just looks like he's not in there, like he's not concentrating mentally.
Well, he just heard you have him in front. That's what happened.
Looks listless.
He said it's now.
Jones in front?
Didn't you say that? He said now it's all lost.
No.
You changing your mind again?
All right. Well,
we'll figure this out when we come back, right?
Just because you go all out doesn't mean you got to stink. Old Spice works. Man, does it work. Fights wetness, kills bacteria. The proof?
Hey, hotshot.
You're looking at her.
Old Spice Antiperspirant. For great odor protection, you demand proof, not promises.
The Remington microscreen shaves as close as a blade or your money back. Flexible screens let you shave below skin level. The Remington microscreen. Ladies, shave in or out of the shower. The Lady Remington Wet Dry.
In the daytime, serve New England, but drink French. Georges de Boeuf, puis say. At nighttime, mange Italian, but drink French. Georges de Boeuf, Côte de Rhône. Or anytime, savor the USA, but drink French. Georges de Boeuf, Beaujolais Village. Georges de Boeuf variety and value make any time a great time to be French. For your free guide to more great French wines, call 1-800-522-WINE.
It's a great time to be French.
Moving into the 7th round of a scheduled 8-rounder. And this fight seems to be very much on the line. Let's just clarify something right here, Sean. Who do you have in front in this fight?
I've got the man in the blue trunks by the name of Eric Holland. Who do you have ahead?
I agree with you on this one, which scares me, quite frankly.
I do not believe it.
So that means William the Hammer Jones, undefeated mark on the line, better pick it up in the last 2 rounds.
I thought you were going to say his undefeated mark is not in jeopardy if I've got him ahead. Oh, big right hand. Big right hand. That has been the story all night for Holland. That overhand right. With carrying that left hand low, that's a dangerous position. It's a pretty style to have, but you get clobbered with the overhand right.
And again, it is Holland hammering away. And it's Jones holding on with the right.
Not any bounce in the legs from Hammer. Not fired up. Right here is where you need that explosion. You need to explode with your punches with your hammer. Because you need a knockout.
Halfway through the 7th. And Sean Jones is not taking the fight to Holland.
No, Jones is looking for that final bell. He is weak, tired. He's been frustrated in this match. You know, he just acts as though he's mentally not in this fight. What happened here? Eric Holland came out in the first round and just took the heart away from Jones. Just came out, grabbed it. Now Jones is not in there. Mentally, he's not in there, but he's been taken out of it physically. Could be a little bit of overtraining. When a fighter's overtrained, he gets tired even in the first round. He gets tired right after the fight starts. You're just spent.
But over the course of an 8-round fight, aren't there ways to maybe get the second wind? Or are you done for?
With experience, you are done for. When you're overtrained, but with experience, you learn how to weather the storm. He's just hanging on, trying to find that final bell. But with the experience teaches you in preparing for the fight how to train down those last few days and what to do the day of the fight so you don't spend any energy. You save it all for the fight.
Well, that is not the bell he is waiting to hear. The final bell will come in 3 more minutes, but Eric Holland has to feel good about this fight going into the final round. Known as a spoiler, and he would certainly spoil things for Hammer Jones tonight if he wins. Jones has never lost in 19 fights.
And this has been the story all night. The wide open hook and the overhand right from Eric Holland. He set that up nicely with the left hook. And came back with the overhand right.
Touching, all right? If you got to touch, just keep on touching.
Don't load up.
Right, do something, all right?
Okay, last round.
Stay busy, okay?
Don't let him get knocked. He needs a knockout.
Ted White, Johnny Ray over there doing a good job firing their man up. Keeping him up for the fight.
And a Boogaloo with Hammer. Well, both corners agree to a point in Eric Holland's